The CliftonStrengths Assessment is an assessment that you take online. Anybody can go right online to Gallup, Clifton Strengths, purchase a code, and then take this assessment. You'll have a choice as you go to purchase the code. Do you want to just do this, unlock your top 5 results, or do you want to unlock all of the results? The top 5 results just kind of give you an introduction. They let you know 5 of the signature talents. Those are talents that are very neurologically strong. You have strong neurological connections in your brain for those 5. Now, the reality is everyone has anywhere from 8 to 14 signature talents. So the top 5 is just a good introduction that kind of helps you start wrapping your brain around this thought of talents. It's usually good for a good first coaching session and to kind of do that. Almost everybody I've ever coached has wanted to go for the full thing. Either they do it right away or afterwards they move towards that. And the full thing is unlocking your full 34 results. What the CliftonStrengths Assessment does is it measures 34 different talent themes. Now, a talent is a naturally occurring pattern of thought, feelings, or behavior that can be productively applied. When Donald Clifton was actually developing this assessment, he identified 400 talents. Now that was way too much for anybody to sit there. You'd be like all day taking this assessment. So what he did was he clumped similar talents together into talent themes. And that's how he ended up with 34 of these talent themes. So that's what this is going to be doing. And so that's the first decision you'll have to make is, do I want to go for the full thing, or do I just want to start with 5? You can always, if you start with 5, upgrade and unlock the rest of them. That decision is up to you. When you go in to take the assessment, what you're going to find is it's a timed assessment. So you want to make certain that you do not have your phone right by you. You want to make certain you're not in a situation where you could be interrupted with coworkers coming up and talking to you, or children coming along who need something, because it's a timed assessment. You'll have 20 seconds to identify between 2 sentence pairs. Okay, what is most true about you and how true is it? Because just to give you a general idea, I'm going to give you a very silly thing just to give you an idea of the assessment. I like vanilla ice cream. I like chocolate ice cream. And you're like, I like any kind of ice cream, all right? Because then you have to put on there strongly agree, neutral, agree, or strongly agree, all right? What you don't want to do is pick neutral, because you can't decide between the two. You want to sit there and think, if I was to go to the store today, which one would I select, all right? And just select on that, those kind of just processing through. The reason it's a timed assessment is they don't want you overthinking this. Now, what it is possible if you would prefer to have the timer taken off. So for people who may have learning disabilities or anxiety about test taking or anything like that, they can, if you just contact Gallup, they'll be glad to take the timer off and you can take the assessment that way. But here's the caveat: do not overthink it. So that's 2 things to remember. Don't select too many neutrals unless both things are not at all true about you. That's the only reason you want to ever select neutral. If you select too many neutrals, it can invalidate the results. That's almost, doesn't give them the info that they need to figure this out. So go ahead and make the choices between which one would you select unless they're both not true. And the timer is really helpful because they don't want you overthinking your answers. That's incredible. If you can just grab that down there. It'll take about 40 minutes to complete it, depending on how quick of a clicker you are, how quick you are at deciding between those. So if you can set that time and keep a quiet environment while you're doing that, it's actually not that hard. And it is incredible how reliable, how valid the results of this assessment it is. And I see that over and over as I'm coaching people. So have a great time taking it and come back when you're done.